Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you guys being here. It is a wonderful, blissfully cold day here in the northeast of Ohio. But hey, it's a Saturday. Nobody's working today, hopefully. And we are just a couple of days away from CES. Yes. So make sure all the audio and everything is okay. Let me know if the audio is not. But from my checks, it looks good. So I'm about ready to get into it. Once again, thank you for watching. So this show is going to be just another pre-CES show, just to go over a couple of things that was announced for CES after the fact. I did some videos previously where I went over what to expect from CES. I think I covered LG, I covered Samsung, I covered Nvidia and AMD. Didn't do Sony this year because Sony is no longer showing off their TVs at the show, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But I did go over the other players just to see what they were going to do. This is something that I have done for the last few years. So again, if you're new to this channel, once again, thank you for taking this opportunity to watch me. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's just get into some of the things I'm going to be covering today. Again, Dell had announced some some ultra wide monitors. So I'm going to take a look at that, as well as LG. LG also got into the game. Also, their LG Gram notebooks. If you haven't used those, haven't seen those in person, they're marketing as LG Gram, so they're under 1 gram or 2 point something pounds, whatever. Very lightweight but very powerful laptops. I'm checking some audio over here. LG OLED. So the LG OLED TVs are all going in for AI. If you obviously haven't been living on a rock, you know that this past year, well, this year is going to be the year of AI, and I expect AI to be integrated into pretty much everything. We're talking probably AI smart or AI infused toilets, AI infused toilet paper holders. I'm just being silly, but you get what I'm saying. AI is going to be everywhere. LG's M4. This is their wireless TV that they showed off last year. It's not truly wireless, but you have a wireless set here, and then it streams everything to the TV, except obviously minus power. Then we're going to go over to Samsung's OLED gaming monitors. So these, they're Odyssey OLED G9 monitors, huge, 40 something inch widescreen ultra wide monitors. We'll talk about that. Samsung, same thing here. Again, LG as well, their 4K MyView monitors. We'll talk about that. And this right here from TCL. Previously I have covered TCL. This year I decided not to do a what to expect from them. But this is something I want to take a look at. This is a foldable 8K TV from TCL. So definitely want to talk about that. And Razer, of course, we all know what Razer is good at. Their gaming laptops are among some of the best out there. Have a 16-inch 240 hertz OLED and an 18-inch 4K at 165 hertz. So we're going to get into all that. But first off, if you haven't by now, please do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button as well, so it can get shared out and get past the YouTube algorithms, so we can get exposure to more people. Also, again, I will be at CES in a few days, covering live from the show floor. So if you want to keep up to date with all the latest tech videos and tech news, just head over to the YouTube channel. I have a playlist where I'll be uploading all the CES videos, as well as make sure you stay locked on Twitter at sounds underscore nerdy, because my previous account got banned. You know how the old days of Twitter was. Also, I'm also on Gab as well at sounds nerdy. So also over at the website, there is a dedicated web section for CES news. So if you want to stay up to date with the latest CES news, everything will be locked right here. So make sure you are up to date on that. All right, let me get a swig of some drink real quick. This is just an herbal tea. It's like some butterfly violet flowers. It's actually kind of purple. You won't be able to see it, but it was a gift. Not too bad. And some eggnog, coconut milk. Not the real stuff that some of you out there are probably drinking or would like. But anyway, let's jump into this. First up, let's look at Dell. So Dell's new ultra wide. I just realized that. Bam, here we go. I always forget that. Again, this is only my third time doing live stream, so I just got to get used to navigating the controls. So let's talk about Dell. So Dell's new 120 hertz ultrawide monitors max out at 40 inches and 5K. Dell has a pair of new ultrawide monitors is showing off ahead of CES. The 40-inch ultra-sharp 40 curved Thunderbolt hub monitor. There's the model number there, and the 34-inch ultra-sharp 34 curved Thunderbolt hub monitor. They're going to sell next month. The larger model will start at $23.99. That's $2,300, and the smaller one is at $1,019.99. So obviously a little bit easier on your pocket. But although Dell's announcement blog post notes that the monitors are targeting the likes of content creators, data scientists, and engineers rather than gamers, both monitors come with gaming-friendly 120 refresh rates, 120 hertz. It's part of Dell's aim for them to minimize eye strain. To this end, they both also feature reduced blue light output and have built-in ambient light sensors for adjust brightness and color temperatures on the fly. The monitors have been given a 5-star certification for eye comfort by the testing organization TUV Rhineland. Yeah, so that is obviously good news. Anytime you can help the users with their eye strain and reduce the blue light, that's a good thing to see. So they more likely these will be on the show floor at CES. So I definitely will see if I can get a hold of those and take a look at those and see what they look like in person at 5K. We're talking about this 40-inch model has a 5K resolution of 5120 by 2160, and it's an LCD display that can hit a peak brightness of over 600 nits, judging by its display HDR 600 certification. Its Thunderbolt 4 connection can deliver up to 140 watts of power to a connected laptop, and its spec sheet mentions support for variable refresh rate over its HDMI 2.1 connection. Meanwhile, the 34-inch LCD screen has a lower 3440 by 1440 resolution, so it's not quite 4K, and has only delivered up to 90 watts of Thunderbolt 4. Spec sheet also doesn't mention display HDR certification nor supports variable refresh rate over HDMI. So looks like obviously the 34 inches is going to be a little bit downgrade for you, but if you still want a wider monitor with a good resolution, 34 will still be a decent option for you. Otherwise, both monitors offer a similar range of specs, including 2.5 gigahertz Ethernet ports, DisplayPort 1.4, built-in USB-A and USB-C ports. They offer up to 15 watts of power and 10 gigabytes of data transfer. Both the Ultra Sharp 40 curved Thunderbolt hub monitor and the Ultra Sharp 34 curved monitor will be available globally from February 27th. So just a little bit about 2 months away that they will be on sale. So again, these should be at CES. I will hopefully get a chance to take a look at them and see what they actually look like in person. See if they're actually worth the $4,000 or $2,300 for them. All right, let's switch over to our LG section of this. So LG is one of those that I am always very excited about when I see them at CES. They always put on a good display. If you haven't been to CES, usually when you walk into their booth, they have a tunnel that's usually some type of OLED or something, and it has like an aquarium or just different abstract art or something that goes to it. Very impressive. Usually when you come in, a lot of people are just stopped right there, and it's just a cluster, you know what, right there. Everybody just standing there, just taking in all the whole scenery. Then once you walk into their booth, they usually have a type of setup of what their main TV is going to be. Last year, I can't remember what it was, but they had like a row of TVs, like 5 or 6 or so. No, it was a wireless one. Yes, so they had them displayed up there, hanging from the ceiling or whatever from their display. And that's usually their bigger TV, their main TV that they're showing off this year. So I expect that to probably be maybe their QNED TV, but we'll see in a few days. But let's talk about their laptops real quick. LG unveils a range of new laptops ahead of CES 2024. In Las Vegas, January is a week away. That's it. Less than a week away. Actually, LG has chosen to showcase 2 2024 models in its Gram laptop series right now. In addition to newer models of the old range, the company is also introducing a new Gram Pro model. All the computers will have access to AI functions in the LG Gram Link app, and Pro models have an extra support via Intel's Neuron processor, Intel AI Boost. So there you go right there. AI is going to be the buzzword. AI is going to be infused into everything. So, and obviously, LG is on that train. Not only are they doing it in their laptops, they're also be doing it in their TVs as well, and other products as well. LG Gram Pro will be launched with 16 and 17-inch screen sizes. Larger model will have a resolution of 2560 by 1600 and refresh rates of 144 Hz. Our 16-inch version will have a resolution of 2880 by 1800 and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. Yeah, so 16 and 17-inch models, those are very good size for LG Gram. It doesn't say anything about how heavy these are. I don't know if the Pro models will still be able to get under the gram, but under that gram moniker, in terms of how heavy it is, but we'll see at the show what it actually weighs. You'll be able to choose between equipping the LG Gram Pro with either Intel's integrated ARC graphics card or dedicated NVIDIA GeForce RTX 350 GPU. So obviously, probably with that, this definitely not going to be that light, but it's still going to be pretty light for a laptop. But yeah, depending on what your needs are, what your mood is, if you want to do some light gaming, then you obviously want to opt out for the RTX 3050, so you can at least have the opportunity to do some gaming. If you go with the Intel Arcs, you're going to be subjected to lower end gaming entry level. Computers support up to 32 gigabytes of memory with storage options of 256, 512, or 1 terabyte. The LG Gram Pro 2-in-1 is a laptop tablet option. So last year, I believe LG introduced their first 2-in-1 laptop or laptop with a touchscreen, which was good to see from them because usually their laptops did not offer touch support. So they implemented that last year. It looks like this year they are continuing that, so that is good to see. It's only available in the 16-inch screen and shares pretty much all the specifications with the regular 16-inch LG Gram Pro, including the ability to choose between screens with different resolutions. However, the LG Gram Pro 2-in-1 laptop only has an integrated Intel Arcs as a graphics card option. So that's one key factor here with the 2-in-1. But usually somebody who's getting a 2-in-1 is probably not going to do as much gaming as something that is more dedicated towards that. So you're using it for the flexibility of it. So I mean, you can do some Clash of Clans on there if you wanted to, something like that. But you're not going to be doing any high-end gaming. Or if you do try it, you have to turn the resolution or all the specs all the way down. But the option is there. In terms of ports, both the LG Gram Pro and LG Gram Pro 2-in-1 have two second-generation USB 3.2 ports, two third-generation USB 4 ports with power delivery, display port, Thunderbolt 4, and HDMI 2.1 port. In addition to the various Pro models, LG is also launching new laptops in the regular Gram series. There will be 14, 15, 16, and 17-inch options, with the 14-inch model having a 1920 by 1200 resolution, 15-inch having 1920 by 1080, while 16 and 17-inch have 2560 by 1600. The screens in all these models have a refresh rate of 60 Hz, but the screens in the two larger models will be upgraded to 31 to 144 Hz. So a lot of options there for you if you are actually looking for a LG Gram laptop. Gram models all features the integrated Intel Arc graphics card that will be available in either 18, 16, or 32 gigabytes of memory. You can also choose between 256, 512, 1 terabyte, or 2 terabyte of storage. So a lot of options for you. 2 terabytes on your laptop. That's huge for you. We don't know when they're going to go on sale yet. They haven't released any details or price information, and I doubt we won't know anything about that at the show. Probably be a press release maybe a couple months after the fact of after the show, when we will find more information about when it will become available. But I'm actually definitely excited to see those in action. Like I said, I will probably spend a lot of time in the LG booth. Not they have a lot to see in their booth, not only from their TVs, but their laptops, their monitors, which we'll get into, and then they also have their appliances and stuff. So all that stuff is pretty exciting for a tech geek, a tech nerd like me to get into. So I'll spend hours in the LG booth before I even go anywhere else. So that'll probably be my first stop once I get there. All right, heading over to the TV sections. LG 24 OLED TVs go all in on AI. again, there's that buzzword AI. It's not really a buzzword. It is the norm. It is the standard. As everything is AI infused. Everybody will be on AI. Um, go here. As is customary at CES, new TV ranges are being unveiled, and LG 2024 OLED models, including the C4 and G4, bring new technology such as the latest in AI smarts and industry high refresh rate. So yeah, so the C4 and G4 are going to up the ante, especially in terms of gamers. So the C4 and G4 will support 144 hertz refresh rates. So if you want that buttery smooth gaming experience, these TVs will deliver that this year, and it brings them up to par with Samsung and TCL, who already support that. So LG TVs are going to give that boost that they needed in terms of gaming. LG already announced its mini LED QNET range last week, but its OLED models that most customers will be excited about ahead of CES officially kicking off. We'll have all the details of C4, G4, and M4 other sets. Yeah, so the QNET this year they are going up to 97 inches with that bad boy. We're talking, I don't know what they're showing here in this picture, but we're talking just humongous. Um, yeah, so I can't wait to see what that is about in person. Um, One of the headlines innovation of this year is the new AI processor with reportedly fourfold performance increase. The Alpha 11 AI processor is found in the G4 and the M4, with LG saying it offers 70% better graphics and 30% faster processing compared to the Alpha 10 processor. So the C4 will not get it. So if you want that, you have to jump up to the G4 series. I know between those two, obviously, it's a higher end. So if you want the new AI processing, you have to go with the G4. Spend a little bit extra money, but I'm sure it'll be worth it in the end, as your picture will be definitely be improved with that AI integration. There's no escaping AI right now, and in this context, these LG OLED TVs can do all kinds of things, from the latest upscaling technologies, which can sharpen objects and backgrounds with pixel level analysis. The AI can also refine color by analyzing frequently used shades. Meanwhile, Dynamic Tone Mapping Pro fine tunes brightness and contrast by analyzing variations in brightness where light enters the scene, creating images that look more 3D dimensional. We're talking about images and colors that will pop off the screen at you. So that is definitely a step up and something I'm definitely looking forward to seeing in person. Definitely be shooting videos and getting a lot of stuff at the show. You get all this and more on the LG Signature OLED M4, which now comes in a 65-inch size for those wanting everything something less gigantic. This is LG's wireless model, is the world's first to offer wireless transmission of 4K at 144 hertz. So yes, that is true. It streams it from a box that sits in the room somewhere and streams it to the TV. Again, though, they're saying it's wireless from the standpoint of streaming content, but it's not wireless in the fact that the TV does still require a power connection to the wall. There is another company out there called Displace TV. They actually are completely wireless. They don't have any power cords or any power cables. The TV is actually powered by, I think they have 2 or 4 batteries that stick into the side of the TV, and that powers the TV. And it actually mounts onto the wall using their proprietary technology as well, utilizing just the TV itself. You don't need any screws or anchors. You just stick the TV on the wall and it sucks, and then it just stays up there on the TV. As long as you have battery power, the TV will stay up there. They were, like I said, they showed that off last year, and the TV was supposed to come out this year. It hasn't come out yet, so I'm still waiting on that TV. I'm sure it will be at the show again this year, so I will definitely check out that TV and get into that one. The high refresh rate, most recent flagships have been 120 hertz. Also available on the C4 and the OLED G4 in size up to 83 inches. Granted, Nvidia's G-Sync at 140 hertz is a bit of overkill, but you can't say LG isn't future proofing. Yeah, I mean, right now, we have games at 120 hertz, but if you want to keep up with your competition, like I said, you have TCL. That's last year. I think they introduced it 144 hertz. We have Samsung's doing it, so LG needed to do it as well. So they have to compete with the big boys in that regard. Um, It's really for PC gamers with PS5 and Xbox Series X capped at 120 hertz. So yeah, so I know their marketing or the initial article was targeting like PC gamers. Yes, PC gamers do expect high level refresh rates, but it's also think about somebody who also wants to sit on their couch and game as well. You know, you want to take advantage of your surround sound. You want to take advantage of your 65-inch screen. You're not going to have a 65-inch screen on your desk for the most part, but you want to sit on your couch, enjoy that surround sound, kick back, sit your, kick your legs up, and enjoy everything that an immersive experience can offer that a computer cannot give you. If, from a gamer standpoint, I would much rather sit on my couch with my controller in hand, with my TV and my surround sound, Dolby Atmos, as sitting on my desk and gaming. So it's good to see that they are stepping that up for the gamers out there. So I expect the gamers to really embrace this. This year, the OLED Evo models also have video electronic standards, clear MR certification, though this doesn't apply to any 97-inch models. 97-inch models also don't get brightness boosting AMOLED. Yeah, so this is the micro lens array. Let's talk about that just for a second. Yeah, so 97 inches is not going to get that. So the micro lens array is LG's answer or solution to the brightness problem that is found on most OLED models. Samsung was able to solve this by using their quantum dot technology, which is why Samsung TVs naturally were brighter in the past, and then they combined that with their OLED technology, and the Samsung TVs are just amazing. I actually own the Samsung S95B, and the brightness on that TV is just amazing compared to the LG OLED model that I have in my basement. The brightness is night and day. But what LG was able to do with their micro lens array is solve the issue by allowing more of the light to not be reflected back onto their panel. Light this time is actually able to go out into the screen, which is going to project a lot more brightness. So this is going to allow them to compete. And they introduced it last year, and one of their, I think their G4 model. The C4 won't get it. So yeah, so the G4 will definitely have that technology. And again, this is their answer to making their OLED screens a lot brighter. And it's definitely something that would definitely pay off for them, as again, they have to compete with Samsung, as Samsung's OLED TVs are just ultra bright. The G4 will also be sold with a tabletop stand instead of a wall mounted, and in certain markets with LG listening to customer feedback this time. LG isn't shouting about the OLED CD much, and that might be because it's still got the Alpha 9 AI processor, and it doesn't have that AMOLED either. Right, it is supposedly brighter than LG C3, has a new deep learning database, but not much in the way of upgrades. Means this predecessor could be a real bargain in 2024. Yeah, so again, even though it may not have that AMOLED technology in there, it's still going to be a good TV if you were actually interested in grabbing a C3 model. This year will be a great opportunity to get that, as once the C4 goes on sale, those are going to hit a dramatic dip in prices. So, or if you just want to just, up your game and just go for the G4 model, then by all means go that route. Sound isn't forgotten with the AI Sound Processing Pro, using built-in speakers to offer 11.1.2 surround sound experience, and users can connect wirelessly to select LG soundboards with Wowcast, making life easier. Of course, we don't know the price of the LG OLED, C4 OLED, G4, and Signature OLED M. Yeah, so we won't know the price of that information yet. Again, we'll have to wait a couple months before they actually release those models. We don't even know what the date is of those. Again, we'll have to wait. Here's the full list of models. The OLED Signature M4. Again, this is their wireless one, 65, 77, 83, and 97 inches. The G4 C4. The G4 starts at 55 inches all the way up to 97 inches, while the C4 is at 42, so a little bit smaller models, 48, 55, 65, 77, 83 inches. And the OLED B4 is 48, 55, 65, 77 inches. So, yeah, so LG's got you covered pretty much in every size, every range that you're looking for. If you want something that's a little bit smaller to sit in the corner, or if you want something that's going to dominate your wall, you can opt for a 97-inch TV. So whatever your pockets can handle, LG pretty much has got you covered. Again, with all of the AI processors in there, everything is going to be stepped up a notch. for you. Don't know what is going on with my. And let's switch over to. I don't need that one. This one here from the LG MyView smart monitors. This is going back to the computers. In a few days, LG's new lineup of LG MyView smart monitors will be launched, designed for the modern user. Smart monitors feature an array of user-friendly features and connectivity options are built on the WebOS platform. So yeah, so LG is obviously still using WebOS. Obviously, they're in their TVs, they use them in their monitors, offering users a robust operating system that offers a seamless and intuitive user interface. The WebOS operating system enhances the usability of the monitors, making it easier for users to navigate through various functions. The monitor also offers a variety of connectivity options, including built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. These features provide users with the flexibility to connect to the internet and peripheral devices effortlessly. So that was the one area where monitors were, I guess you would call, lacking, is some of the smart connectivity features. But now we're seeing that these monitors are now starting to become little mini TVs pretty much by adding all of that connectivity that you would expect from a smart TV. So our smart monitors are now getting there as well, which is a cool added bonus. Just say, for instance, if you want to just sit at your computer and maybe watch Netflix or Amazon Prime or Disney Plus or whatever, you can do it. Yes, you could probably stream it on your browser, but having that integrated into the monitor with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth is obviously a nice little touch as well. Stream content without a PC. Again, one of the key highlights of the LG MyView monitors is their ability to stream content and support remote work without the need for a PC connection. This feature allows users to stream movies, series, and sports and listen to music, even work remotely, making these monitors a versatile addition to any workspace or entertainment system. Yeah, so I love the flexibility options that it gives you. Again, if you don't have a PC, you still can be able to, watch whatever content. So this would be good for if you wanted to put a extra screen, say in the bathroom or in the kitchen, without having to have a separate computer connected to it. You can just grab one of these monitors and set it up, and you're good to go. You pretty much have what you want. If you want to stream any content or any music, you're all set up with these LG MyView monitors. The 2024 models of the lineup, including the CES Innovation Award winning 32-inch one, are equipped with LG IPS 4K displays. These displays deliver high quality pictures, ensuring a superior and viewing experience. The colors are vivid and lifelike, enhancing the overall visual experience for users. And here's just some of the specs right here. I'm not going to get into there. It does look like they all are HDR supported. HDR10 looks like. We have refresh rate 60 hertz. No 90 hertz refresh rate, so it's a little bit of a disappointment, but that's okay. I guess you don't really need it. Smart Internet things. Talk about different color options down here. I'm not going to read the rest of this again. I will link all of these articles down in the description below. So if you want to dive into these a little bit more, you can just head down into the description. I will link those afterwards. But yeah, so I'm loving the options that these monitors give you. Again, if you don't have a PC, you don't have to lug around a PC with you. You can just take your monitor, set it up somewhere, and have access to all your streaming content that you can have on your PC or on your regular smart TV right out on your monitor right here. So that is a great addition to these monitors. Again, we don't know any pricing or release date information. Again, hopefully again in the next couple of weeks they'll send out something. But yeah, look forward to see these at the show as well. All right, that's tops out our Samsung LG section. Let's go over to Samsung. Okay. Samsung's new OLED gaming monitors might have a problem. Whoa, it's not something you want to hear. Samsung has slate of new OLED gaming monitors 2 weeks after LG revealed their first 480 Hz OLED gaming monitors. Samsung is bringing 3 displays of its own to the conversation, all of which we'll see on display at CES. Samsung might be entering the fight with LG at disadvantage, though. I'm talking about the new Odyssey OLED G8, the OLED G80 SD. Unlike the 2023 G8 model, this one is 32-inch 4K display. First flat 32-inch OLED gaming monitor that Samsung has created. The critical spec here is that the refresh rate. Samsung says that the refresh rate can reach 240 hertz, which is great, but not on par with LG boasts. So LG is obviously saying that 480 hertz. This one is 240 hertz. So yeah, so a little bit of step up in that department, but it's still going to allow a better experience if you had the 120 hertz one or whatever. Samsung has championed the 240 hertz refresh rates for a couple of years, starting with the 4K Neo G8 in 2021. The new OLED G80 SD delivers what gamers wanted: a 4K OLED gaming display with a high refresh rate. But it definitely takes a backseat to LG's 480 hertz. So I guess it does beg the question: how what refresh rate is good? What do you want? It's 480 an overkill? Is 240 an overkill? Is it too much? 120 hertz, is that enough? I guess it just comes down to what kind of experience you want and what kind of pocketbook do you have. If you're okay with spending the extra money for the 480, then go for it. If not, you can drop down to the 240. Yes, in terms of specs, it doesn't match up with LG, but again, we're talking about 480 hertz. It's an overkill. I mean, that is a pretty big bump up, considering that obviously most gaming experiences max out at 120 hertz, but it still will. The higher you go, the refresh rates allow for a smoother experience. But again, I haven't seen 480 hertz in person, so it'll be interesting to see what these actually look like on the show. So I would definitely do my comparison between the 480 hertz LG monitors and the Samsung 240 hertz monitors and see which one offers a better experience, and if the bump up in price is worth it to go to the 480 hertz. But that will be something I will be definitely looking forward to next week at the show as I check out these booths here. It's not too far behind though. LG's latest offering boasts 480 hertz refresh rate, but only at 1080p. It too is a 32-inch 4K 240 hertz display, but LG offers a new dual refresh rate feature that allows you to bump down to 1080p for a higher refresh rate. So it doesn't seem like Samsung's new game monitors will have that option, though it has some other goodies to make up for it. Like last year's Samsung OLED monitor, this new batch includes the Neo Quantum processor inside, as well as Samsung's Tizen operating system. This gives you access to a slew of smart TV apps, Samsung Gaming Hub, and features like Samsung MyView for picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture mode. So again, a lot of goodies that they added there for you. So instead of having the 480 hertz, they gave you probably some other things that you could probably make use of instead of the 480 hertz. For the OLED G80 SD in particular, Samsung says the display is extremely thin, clocking at just 3.9 millimeters. Also comes with a metal height adjustable stand, Samsung's Core Lighting Plus, and peak brightness of 450 nits. So very, very nice features for those monitors. Looks like the stream is back up. Let's talk about finally, Samsung is updating its Odyssey OLED G9 with the G95 SD. Like last year's design, this monitor features a 49-inch 32:9 display ratio, resolution with resolution of 5120 by 1440 and 240 hertz refresh rate. I remember seeing this last year at the show, and I remember sitting down in there and checking out the game that was on the screen, and it is definitely a mind-blowing experience to have something this wide and it curves around you. I mean, it definitely brings a whole new level of immersion to your experience. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the 2024 model will have in store. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Again, we'll be at the show, so make sure you stay here for that. So let's flip over to TCL real quick and see what they are going to be offering in terms of an 8K foldable monitor. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. The world's first foldable OLED TV. CES 24 is around the corner and builds a wide innovation, the mind-blowing TV tech. The 8K TV prototype is capable of bending backwards at 90 degrees. Plus has 120 hertz refresh rate and a zippy 1 millisecond response time. And interestingly, it's inkjet printed OLED. Inkjet printing, according to TechRadar, is a cost-cutting production method that could lead to cheaper OLED pricing for consumers. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with TCL has brought some good technology to the big screens or to consumer electronics at a cheaper price. I remember in the first couple of years I didn't pay much attention, but over the last couple of years I've seen that at the show, and their technology has improved, and there's actually looks pretty damn good if I want to say so myself. Seeing them in person and having have some hands on and with them, and they're able to, like I said, cut some costs by using their inkjet technology and some of their other models to bring down the cost. I mean, last year they offered like a 8K 98-inch TV for well under $10,000, which is unheard of when you get in that price range. So this is a prototype. So, but it is good to see what kind of technology that this will be bringing to the market. First up, foldable TVs. TCL isn't the only company that has a flexible TV up its sleeve. CC, according to Maxim, is poised to debut a folding TV at CES 2024 for the first time. So I definitely have to go try to find that TV and check that out as well. Unfolded, the micro LED TV reveals a 137-inch display. When you're ready to fold it again, it shrinks from its height of 7.8 feet down to a rectangular aerospace aluminum slab that CC describes as an object of singular refinement. Easily mounted TV wires. Wire TVs aren't new to CES. For example, Displays TV made a splash earlier this year when it debuted a battery-powered TV that one could stick to the surface and no wall mounted required. Yeah, so that's what I just talked about previously. Displays TV. However, Displays has announced that it will reveal two new Displays TV, Display Flex and Displays Mini, according to Hi-Fi. The former offers a portable magnetic stand that lets the TV charge wirelessly. Displays Mini, on the other hand, is a smaller version of the aforementioned battery-powered TV that won attendees' heart at CES. So last year, this was definitely an impressive TV, as they were truly wireless, as the LG M4 wasn't completely wireless, but so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they have. Keeping on, ridiculously bright TVs. According to What Hi-Fi, flagship OLED TVs barely surpassed 2,000 nits of brightness this year, but two companies, TCL and Hisense, are breaking that mold. Looks like TCL recently released its 98-inch X955 model, a TV that reportedly eliminates 5,000 nits of brightness. Hisense, however, said, "Hold my beer." At CES24 is set to unveil a new 110-inch mini LED TV that can output 10,000 nits of brightness. You're going to have to need sunglasses to sit down and watch that damn TV. 10,000 nits of brightness? Man, that is impressive. I definitely can't wait to see that. As you can imagine, it's billed as the world's brightest TV. At this point, we need sunglasses to watch our favorite movies and TVs. Exactly. Yeah, so that is definitely something that I'm definitely going to be looking out for at the booth for Hisense. You see what that TV actually looks like. It sounds impressive with 10,000 nits of brightness. I mean, your colors and everything should just pop off the screen. Everything should just be like right at your face. So definitely will be checking that out. All right, and our last bit of news here before we close out the show today is Razer teases new Blade laptops with world's first panels, 16-inch 240 Hz OLED and 18-inch 4K at 165 Hz. Something to look forward to. Razer is teasing gaming laptop fans with some details of its new 16-inch and 18-inch blade ahead of their unveiling at CES in just a few days. The smaller model features a 16-inch 240 Hz OLED panel, while the Blade 18 has a 4K panel with 165 Hz refresh rate, both of which are said to be the world's first. Excuse me. Definitely looking forward to that at the show. The Blade 16-inch 240 Hz OLED screens, developed in collaboration with Samsung, boasts 2560 by 1600 resolution and 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. So you're talking about extreme bright colors and then black. That is, and a 0.2 refresh rate. It's also said to be the world's first Visa certified clear MR1 11,000 laptop. Clear RMR represents a display's blur performance based on the ratio of clear pixels versus blurry pixels as a percentage. Completing the laptop's list of features is Visa Display HDR True Black 500 certification. Basic standards are designed to elevate display performance and gaming experiences. We applaud Razer's efforts in securing Visa's Clear MR and Display HDR True Black certification for its new Blade 16 gaming laptop. Achieving a Clear MR 11,000 rating on the laptop sets a new benchmark for clarity in gaming laptops. Well, if you're familiar with Razer, they always push the boundaries with their laptops, and they make some of the better gaming dedicated laptops out there. Definitely obviously check them out once I go at check out their booth at CES. Moving on to the Blade 18, the latest version of the desktop replacement changes the 2023 models QHD 2040 Hz display to 4K at 165 Hz. Unlike its smaller sibling, this isn't an OLED panel, though that resolution and refresh rate combo should make it an appealing prospect for gamers as should the 3 millisecond response rate. So yeah, even though it's not OLED, but again, 18 inches at 165 at 4K at 165 Hz will still be a delight for anybody who's definitely looking forward to having a gaming laptop. And if you're a fan of Razer, then you know what to expect from them. There are some specs shared by both laptops, including 100% coverage of the DCI-P3 color gamut, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, 89% screen to body ratio, thanks to their ultra thin bezels. Both machines feature a high grade CNC aluminum unibody construction, are Calvin verified, and are individually calibrated at the factory. Yeah, so definitely we'll look forward to seeing these at the show in a few days. But again, Razer has always impressed me with their laptops. The few times that I went to the show and I've seen their laptops, and not only just their laptops but their other products as well, they've been very impressive. So definitely we'll check out their booth and we'll see what these gaming laptops have to offer in person. Definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, so that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover today for you guys. Again, this was just to give you some more information about what was coming up at CES, as I've already did a few other videos about what to expect at CES. So if you have not had the chance to check out those videos, I will definitely link those for you right here. Again, thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you want to, again, stay up to date with the latest CES news, make sure you're locked to the channel here. Make sure you subscribe. I have a playlist for that. Make sure you follow me on social media on Twitter. I will post lots of information on Twitter. I'm also on Gab as well. I'm also on other social media platforms as well. True Social, Minds, Getter. Wherever you are, you can check me out on there. I also have a Rumble channel as well, so everything will be duplicated on the Rumble channel for you as well. Again, thank you for taking time out your day to watch this. If you're new to this channel, do me that huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a huge favor. Like this, share this out with your friends and your family who may enjoy this type of content as well. And guys, in just a few short days, I will be at CES. I will definitely be seeing you at the show. So until then, guys, stay nerdy.